Okay, let me talk to women who are in sexless marriages because of them. And I want you to hear me out. You're not broken, you're probably burnt out. So if you're a woman who doesn't want sex anymore, you may not have low libido. You might actually be exhausted, resentful, touched out, or hormonally changing. Let's talk about this. Let's be honest. Let's be open. This conversation needs to be had. Hi, I'm Dr. Tangie, the sex doctor, board certified clinical sexologist, and on a mission to destigmatize sex and elevate sexual health conversations like they deserve. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am so happy you found us. Join this vibrant sex positive community by subscribing. Your subscription is very important to me. It does not take you any time, does not cost you anything, but that tiny gesture helps the algorithm prioritize my content instead of hiding it and helps this channel be found and grow to reach a wider audience. To find other ways to support this channel, go to the description section of this video and click on the icons that appear on this video. So don't be shy. There's no shame in being curious and learning about sex. So do it with me right now. Find that subscribe button and click on it. Thanks. Let me tell you something. Desire doesn't thrive on depletion. For many women, desire is not a switch. It's a response to feeling safe, feeling supported, feeling seen, having enough energy. Yes, having enough energy, feeling good in their bodies. So if you're carrying the mental load, doing everything in your relationship and your partner acts like he is entitled to sex, your nervous system says no, and sexlessness happens. So let's talk about the touched out reality. If you're parenting, caregiving, or emotionally overextended, you may be touched out. That doesn't mean you don't love your partner. It means your body's saying, I need space. There can also be pain hormones and body changes preventing you from accessing your erotic potential. Sexlessness becomes self-protection from pain with penetration, pelvic floor tension, low hormones, perimenopause, menopause, vaginal dryness, irritation, antidepressants and anti-anxiety drugs, body image issues. You don't fix that with guilt. You fix that with intention, with action. So let's talk about your accountability without forcing sex. Accountability for women does not give him the permission to have sex from you undesired. It's naming what is true. It's naming or identifying barriers and getting support medically and therapeutically when you need to rebuild intimacy that has clear boundaries. So try to have the conversation with, I'm not okay sexually right now. I'm not rejecting you as a person, but my desire is offline. I want us to work on it. And here's what I need from you. And that's more clear. So what partners often miss is that many women need non-sexual affection that doesn't escalate into an expectation of sex. And they need emotional safety and a fair division of labor, a repair after conflict, time to transition from mom or work mode into lover mode. So here's a practical desire rebuild plan. Take 10 minutes of daily non-sexual touch with your partner. Have a weekly intimacy meeting. And protect connection night. So weekly connection nights without intercourse. Get a medical evaluation if pain and hormones are involved. Do couples or sex therapy if resentment is entrenched. But please do something. You are responsible for the sex life that you have, but also for the sex life that you have in your relationship. Let me ask you some questions for people in the audience. Women, what kills desire for you the fastest? Stress, resentment, body image, pain, disconnection? And partners, what support could you give that would actually make intimacy easier? Leave your comments below. I want to learn what you're thinking. Many women in sexless marriages at the end of the day aren't broken. They're burned out. They're touched out. They're resentful. They're in pain. They're hormonally shifting and they're emotionally disconnected. And if that's you, there's a path forward, but you have to address it. You have to be the bigger person. You have to have the hard conversations because only through the hard conversations, there's growth. And this is Dr. Tangie, the sex doctor. And I always wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex of whatever kind you practice. See you next time.